Thank you everybody for coming out. Now, it's obviously a very big week this week with our upcoming trips to Manchester City and Liverpool. So I'm sure there are going to be a few questions. So, yeah, go on. Yes, after good displays against Spurs and Chelsea, your team has really struggled. Yeah, look, I think we have possibly struggled to find a balance between attack and defence so far this season. But that is something that we are going to have to find as quickly as possible. Yeah, Leao and Bowen have been par recently. Yeah, look, I think it's unfair to single out those two, mate. They've both been brilliant for us at times this year as well. I think everybody that's put on a Leeds jersey so far this season, they've been brilliant at times, but also disappointing at other times. I think what, as a club, we need to do is sort of find that top level and then hit it consistently. Yeah, Aussie, what's possible against City and Liverpool? Yeah, look, mate, I mean, anything's possible. These games, they really are free hits for us. I mean, we go away from home to possibly the two best teams on the planet. We've just got to test ourselves against the very best. If you offered me a single point from one of the games right now, I'd take it, though. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 16 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds, our bid to try and win the Premier League. We'll try and win that as well, but the Champions League with the club for the very first time. And welcome to my 1000th YouTube video. Can you believe that? I wouldn't recommend going back and watching all of them. It's a lot of crap back. But let's move forward into this brave new second 1,000 episodes and see how we do here. Now, I thought we'd start today. We are playing Manchester City and Liverpool away. So I thought we'd have to start by having a look at the dressing room dynamics because they may not be this good for a little while. Form hasn't been great, and we'll get to that in just a second. But you can see, generally, things are looking quite good. The hierarchy, we have our team leaders. We have Cooper, Calvin Phillips, and Hernandez. They are all the team leaders. Managerial support, that's pretty good, I'd say. No one's against me, which is positive. Social groups, considering we just had a summer where we signed quite a few players, I think that's not too bad either, to be honest. A couple of the new boys, well, actually, Pascal Strijak should really be involved in a group, shouldn't he? But if we can get these three into sort of a secondary group here or something, then I think we're looking okay. But generally, I think that's a pretty good, pretty together group of players. So I'm pretty happy with that. But let's have a look at what we've done since last episode, starting with our Carabao Cup third round tie, I think it was, at West Brom. It took until late in the second half for the only goal of the game. Some excellent work from Villa, finished off by Edmondson. So we have to be honest with ourselves here. We were very, very lucky to win this game. We were second best, very, very much second best, but really good work there from Villa on the goal, wasn't it? You can see there, we only had 2 shots on goal. We absolutely mugged them. Xerxes picked up an injury, which wasn't ideal, but that brought Edmondson on. He got the winner, so that kind of worked out. It wasn't too bad. He's back fit now, so that kind of was what it was. Next up, we played Bournemouth back in the Premier League. Jared Bowen gave us the lead after a stunning pass from Bogac found him in space. Bournemouth tied it up late in the first half after we were slow to react to a loose ball. And they took the lead after the break from a corner. We tied it up when Shackleton played in Bowen for his second. But we lost it late on when a failed clearance went in off Lewis Coyle. This was absolutely torturous. We were at least deserving of a draw here. It was an even game. It was end-to-end. It was very, very open. Bowen got the double for us, and we were just shocking defending corners. An absolute shambles from a corner for some reason in this one. So we worked on that in training. It hasn't been an issue since, but yeah, I mean, the damage was already done. We really should have, especially at home, we should have taken something from the game. But you'll see when we see the league table in just a bit, Bournemouth are a good team this year, so it's not the worst result, but it's a game that I think at home we should have been taking at least a point from, and we deserve that as well. Next up, we went and we played my boys, Aston Villa. We got off to the worst possible start, behind in the opening seconds. And we were 2 down midway through the first half. We pulled one back midway through the second half, Leao setting up McCalmont for his first Leeds goal. But Villa restored their 2-goal lead moments later. Leao got us to within a goal with 10 to play, but we couldn't steal a point. What was I saying about defensive shambles? We caught on from the corners. It just moved its way into general play in this one. We got off to the worst possible start. Mario Balotelli is playing for Aston Villa. I tell you what, I would endorse that move in real life. I love Balotelli so much. May Football Manager predict the future there. That would really make me a happy villain. But it was another game here that really we should have possibly done a little bit better. We weren't... I don't know. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. Alfie McCallum with his first for the club, which was nice. Leao with a goal at the end there. Yeah, I'll be honest. 3-2 probably flatters us a little bit, but you just wonder we could have maybe done a little bit better. Defensively, again, we were just poor. The final game to catch you up on, as I check my notes, because I forget who it is. I remember now. It was our home game against Newcastle United. There was just nothing there, guys. Nothing to show you. I feel like we possibly deserve something. The match stats, I think, tell a little bit of a lie. The highlights seemed a lot more even than that. I think the player ratings maybe tell a story there. You can see we had lots and lots of key passes. Just didn't quite lead to anything. So at home as well, it was just a game that I really think we should have won. But we did work on defensive training sort of in the game leading into this. We also had a team meeting after the Villa game, sort of, come on boys, things aren't going our way, but we need to get ourselves back on track here. So in a way, it stopped the rot. It was a clean sheet, so there are some positives to take from it. But at home, I really think it's the game we should have won. You can see here, since the Spurs game, and we should have beaten Chelsea. I'm still dirty about that. Never mind lose the game, but you can see form has tailed off a little bit. We did get Watford in the fourth round of the EFL Cup. We'll play over that today. I'm not going to worry about the EFL Cup if we get sort of quarter-final, semi-final stage. We'll just continue to play sort of the squad players in that one. We've sort of, the board wanted us to get to the fourth round, so we've reached that now, so the pressure is right off. But it's City and Liverpool today, both away from home, really have nothing to lose. The league table, we've obviously dropped down the table, but it's not as bad as it necessarily looks. We're still 6 points clear of Watford in the last relegation spot. We're only 5 points, we're as close to 6 as we are to relegation, even though we sit down in 15th. So it's not as bad as it looks. You can see our goal difference is still even. It's not the worst as well. So that's something that's going in our favour, especially against these relegation teams right now. Brighton's down there. We should have beaten them opening day too, shouldn't we? But I think we've kind of fallen down perhaps to the part of the table that we're expected to be in, which is fine. It's just a little bit disappointing having done so well at the start. Anything else I need to catch up on? I don't think there is. So let's go and have a look at what we're expecting here from the Manchester City game. I haven't done this very well, have I? You think I haven't done 1,000 episodes. You think I'd be a little bit more organised with my screens. But there we go. We are off to the Etihad. We are not the favourites, as you would expect. They're in good form. They are they second in the table, I think? Third. With a game in hand, so they could go to second here should they beat us. They're still a Pep Guardiola coached team, as you would expect. Adventurous passing style. If we look at what we're expecting, we are expecting them to come out in this sort of a formation. Positional heat map, we can see up the field. They tend to attack in wide areas. Now, passing network. Pay close attention to this, because this will explain my lineup when you see it. The goalkeeper plays out from the back, and the defenders play out from the back as well. We're going to try and disrupt that. That is our main goal. You can see their key passes tend to be in and around the penalty area as well. This is a team we're sending out. Now, it looks attacking, but like I say, we're trying to stop their passing networks out from the back. So I think playing a number 10 will hopefully stop the centre-backs having so much time to play out from the back along with the pressing forward. So Casilla goes in goal. It's Douglas, Suter, Bonifazi and Ayling as a back four. Phillips is back fit, and he's done okay since he's come back as well, with Bogac in midfield. Batista Maya comes into play on the right, with Pablo Hernandez as the advanced playmaker in the centre. Jared Bowen continues out left. And it's Leao up top. You can see Jared Bowen's had one good game and some nightmares. He's given us the finger there, doesn't he? And Leao, he had an absolute nightmare. I think it was against Villa, a 5.10. So they have fallen off, but they're either brilliant or poor. Let's hope they're brilliant today. So there we go. Everybody is playing as expected. That's always a bonus. It means that game plan, in theory, should be able to work for us. There's no real pressure on us here. There is absolutely no pressure on us here. We're huge underdogs. Show everybody what you've got. I like that. Just calm. We have faith. That just seems to be the best thing to say pre-game, doesn't it? And let's get out there and hopefully not get our butts whipped. And here we go. Hopefully we can get away with this. If, as I said in the press conference, I'd take a point from the two games. If we get a draw from one of them, that's fantastic. I would like to maybe keep our goal difference sort of intact. If we can get away with narrow defeats away from home to these guys, that's not the worst result for us either. Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a free hit, so I'm trying something here with a number 10, sort of a very defensively minded number 10. Not the best cross in there for Manchester City. Can we nick that? Not quite. Oh, their movement is good, isn't it? It's really good. Casilla saves us once, and we just about get away with that. We clear the loose ball, and we've probably had a bit of a warning shot they're having. We'll tell them to get creative. We are still being positive. We are still going to try and go at them. I don't do well when I try and sit back. I don't know how to set teams up. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's not a strength of mine. So we're going to have a go at them, and just hope that the way we've set up formation-wise is enough to stop them from getting through us too easily. We're going to pick that up there with Bogac, and we build again from the back. Bonifazi to Suter. Don't be afraid to go wide, boys. They're wonderful triangles, guys, but we're going backwards. There we go. That's a good ball, but Bowen can't quite win the ball. Loses out to Kyle Walker. Kenny getting back. No. Go on, Bowen. Go on, Bowen. Go with him, mate. It's a good ball for Sterling. Is he going to square it back? It's a lungy tackle, and there it is. We're 1-0 down. A little bit unlucky. Casilla made the save. We'll tell him. We'll demand a bit more. The issue there, wasn't it, was we lost the header, and that was sort of where the problem was. I don't know if I agree with Douglas doing that. I'll be completely honest. Decent save from Casilla. It's such a tight angle. There's not much you can do, is it? Other than sort of save it straight back out to Sterling or back into the middle. It's just one of those, isn't it? The damage was done before it got to the goalkeeper. We are giving away a lot of yellow cards lately, which isn't ideal. That obviously will mean suspensions down the line. And our squad is decent, but it's not that deep. I don't know who that Luis Diaz is, but it's not the first time he's caused us problems. We are stay on our feet, aren't we? Yeah, try and just win balls. You can see we're trying to keep a high line, keep them away from our goal as much as possible. We have not threatened them as of yet. Here we go with Douglas over a free kick to Phillips, to Suter. Suter goes all the way back to Casilla. We're really not threatening them, are we? Trying to think here, what can we do to try and... No, not quite. We've been done over the top with our high line. We're trying to get back. Casilla makes a great save, and Suter gets back to save the corner as well. I'm wondering, let's try... Do we pass into space? Maybe. Let's try passing more discipline. Try and make simple passes well, if we can. We have had a shot. We haven't been great though. We've been completely outplayed. We can only be unhappy. I don't think we can say anything other than we're unhappy, because you can't be outplayed like that. Not that it's unexpected, but you can't be happy with being outplayed like that, can you? So we'll do that. I understand. I completely feel Bogac's frustration because we just haven't been in the game yet. I wonder if maybe we just need to get the ball forward a little bit quicker, perhaps. So we might try that. 1-0 is not bad, is it? It's really, really not. We have seen... I've struggled to motivate players at half-time, so we might find ourselves in the end of a bit of a second half hiding here. But yeah, let me know what you think of the season so far. There's some disappointing results in there, in between episodes. It's not just the losing, it's who we're losing to. Barry Douglas does go early. Can Bowen get to that? He can. Well done, Jared Bowen. Phillips for Bogac. Here we go with Hernandez. I think it's the first time we've seen him. It's a loose pass from Phillips, and Douglas is off. That's not what we needed. Not in the slightest. We haven't seen Hernandez, so I don't necessarily think that particular plan is working. So we'll make that change. I think now it might be a case of we won't exploit the flanks, but we might need to... Let's try just getting it out to the flanks quickly. I'm wondering if... Do we just try and hang on for a 1-0 defeat here, maybe? Let's maybe play for set pieces. It's probably our best chance, isn't it? Let's waste time. Let's not waste time. We're losing the game. Let's not be one of those teams. Let's maybe slow it down a little bit. No, the thing is, we need the goalkeeper to be distributing it quickly if we're going to get back into it, don't we? All right, so let's try that. Let's give Paulo Torre. This could be his chance, you know. He comes in. There's obviously going to be a suspension now for for Douglas. This could be his chance to come in and win the left back spot. Here we go with Bastille Maya. It's not been a great game to see what he can do so far, has it? He's not done great there, though. Can we win the ball back? We can't. Aguero is just looking like an absolute class above, isn't he? Here we go with Sterling. Ball through there for Aguero, and that is straight into the arms of Casilla. I'm wondering if maybe... There we go. Okay, there we go. The tribute to the flanks has worked. Bowen's done his man. Can he get a cross in now for Leao? He goes back post for Maya. Can Maya get a cross in? Come on. Oh, he's just waited too long. It's a foul. Is it a penalty? It's got to be a penalty, surely. Give it a penalty. Go on. Of course, it's outside the box. But this is a chance. We'll probably concede a goal on the counter-attack, but it's a chance. Bastille Maya now over the free kick. It's a decent ball in. It's headed away, and Calvin Phillips is there to retrieve. Can we get a secondary ball in here? Suter for Phillips. It doesn't look like we can. There it is, lumped in. I tell you, it's a good ball for Maya. Oh, it's come back to him as well. Nothing in the end, though, but that's okay. Come on, boys. Let's try just encourage. Got rid of some anxiety there, so that's a good thing. De Bruyne is injured, so we're doing some damage to them as well. If you can't beat them, break them, as I always say. That's off the crossbar, is it? Can we get there to clear it? Pressure on them, boys. Pressure on. There we go. Well done. Bonifazi clears. Can Bowen get onto that? Doesn't look like he can. I'm starting to think, do we need to make any changes here? Bastille Maya gets onto that. Not the best cross. It's picked up, cleaned up, and then recycled very well by Manchester City. Too much space in the middle there for Foden. Oh, we've let Raheem Sterling go, and he's had a nightmare there. What is that finish from Raheem Sterling? All right, Leal's not having a great game up front. Let's give Edmondson a go. Ideally, I'd like to play Edmondson in the cup game coming up in between here. Do we take... Let's take Bogach off for McCalmont, and let's switch those two around. That's all our subs done then, isn't it? Yeah. I tell you what, I don't think we've done... I mean, we've been completely and thoroughly outplayed, don't get me wrong. But, considering we've been down to 10 men for almost the entire second half, we haven't looked too bad defensively here. There's definitely something to build on. It's just a shame that we didn't defend like this against Bournemouth and Villa, and we could have had ourselves 6 points. But there you go. 1-0 away from home, down to 10 men. I don't think that's the worst that could have happened, I'll be honest. It was one of those days. It's just one of those days. City dominate game. Yes, they did. Douglas is going to be banned. That's fine. He accepts he's fine as well. It's 5 without a win, which isn't great, but I think there's shoots of recovery there. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We'll play through the Watford Cup tie, see if we can get ourselves in the hat for the next round, and then we'll be off to Anfield. Okay, welcome back. We're off to Anfield. Now, before we get to this, let's quickly catch up on what happened in the Carabao Cup 4th round tie, where we went to Watford. We took a first half lead when Batista Maya picked out Helder Costa at the back post. But Watford drew level in the second half when we failed to clear Casilla's save, sending the tie to penalties. Costa stepped up first and missed the only kick of the shootout. So there we go, a missed opportunity, I think. I thought we were the better team. That was sort of the vibe I got through the game. I thought we were going to win, despite the changes we made. Now, the big unfortunate news to come out of this is a Liam Cooper injury. You can see it there, 70th minute, and it's a bad one. It is, we can't click on it there, it's 2 months with a torn thigh muscle, essentially. If we go to the medical centre, we can have a look here. Liam Cooper, 2 months, torn calf muscle, no, hamstring, sorry. So it's a big loss, both on and off the field, because he is obviously club captain as well. So, yeah, I mean, the only positive is that we're out of the Carabao Cup now, so we've got less matches to go. But look at this form. It's absolutely woeful. We really needed a win there, didn't we? Technically, it's a draw, but yeah, we still lost the tie. But there we go. We're up against now Liverpool. We really do have nothing to lose here. If we have a look at what we're expecting from them, a Jurgen Klopp coach team, an attacking direct style of play. We are expecting them to come out like this. Harry Kane goes up top for them. I missed that one in the summer transfer special. We can see here they do play high up the pitch, as you would expect. Passing network is there. They do go short, but they tend to go long with the keeper as well. And key passes are there. Now, I did just see something. Oh, that's what I saw. So this is the way we're lining up. Now, we do want to pass into space, I think, with them being so high up. You can see here, we're going to play at a higher tempo, a more direct style of passing, play with a bit more width. It's going to be more disciplined in our passing. And this is the team we're sending out. Casilla in goal. Douglas back from suspension with Suter, Bonifazzi and Ayling as a back four. Phillips to sit in front of them with Shackleton and Bogac in front. You can see Shackleton as a deep line playmaker this time. Phillips just as a defensive midfielder. Just try and keep it simple in there for him. Just stop them. Stop them, stop them. Put Hernandez back out on the right wing. Bowen down the left. And it is Leao up top. His form recently, you can see he's down now to, where is he, Leao? A 6.56. We're going to try him as a complete forward on support. See if that helps his form at all. But he'll bounce back. He's done really well for us this year. They are playing as expected, though. They have Lautaro Martinez up front, not Harry Kane. So he's just on the bench. If they need him, they'll bring Harry Kane on. It's okay for some, isn't it? All right. There is no real pressure on us here, boys. No one expects us to get a result. Go out there. Just enjoy the occasion of Anfield. And if you happen to score a goal or two and keep a clean sheet, we'll take it. And this is Pablo Hernandez's 150th game for Leeds United. So let's hope he celebrates in the best possible way here. And only 22 seconds in and we have a throw that we are defending very much in our own half here. Can we keep our heads here? Okay, go short for Henderson. Cross in. It's down to Mo Salah and it's off the post. And Suter just hacks it behind for a corner. Probably a good thing there, Mr. Suter. All right. Now, we have been working on this in training, boys. Remember your training away. Well, we lasted a minute. That's something, I guess, isn't it? Come on, boys. Let's, what do we say here? Let's try encourage. I mean, of all the ways you're going to concede, but obviously, who's standing on the post there? You're supposed to do Shackleton. Just a little bit more, maybe, than just stand there and watch it go past. Just a token effort, try and get like a boob in the way of it or something. All right, here we go. Another free kick in. It's another flick on, and that's offside, is it? No, it's not. We're 2-0 down, and that was very, very simple, wasn't it? Demand more. Come on, guys. This is absolutely ridiculous. You don't mind. I mean, you mind. But if you get picked apart from open play, then you just say, fair enough. But we obviously need to do... Would you believe we did 2 sessions defending corners and a session on defending free kicks? I mean, you wouldn't know it looking at it, would you? You just wouldn't. All right, here we go again. This is going to be maybe a Leeds United highlight. Let's see if we can see this higher tempo here. Hernandez goes early. Can we pick that up with Shackleton? He finds Leao. Leao finds Shackleton. He's horrible in front of goal, and it continues. Note to self, I've got to put Shackleton on finishing, on shooting, because he gets into so many good positions, and then just does that, just whiffs it or hits it straight at the goalkeeper. If we can get some finishing into his game, he will be a really, really good player. Actually, I wonder if I can do it now. Let's wait till we concede from another corner here. Come on, boys. Get that away. Oh, it's exactly the same move. Highlight continues, does it? We find Bowen. Bowen flicks it on. Oh, it just couldn't quite knock it into the path of Leao there. Come on, boys. Is this highlight going to still continue? They lump it forwards. We can't even win the headers. Come on, boys. We've got to at least be physically better than them. We'll get Shackleton's dunce cap off. Alexander-Arnold on the overlap. Bowen does his best to get back. We've got it clear, have we? Is it going to be finished off the clearance here? The highlight continues. Something is about to happen. Robertson comes down the other side. They're a wonderful team, aren't they? Oh, it's what could have been if we could only had a little bit more money to spend and Champions League money and football to offer players. What could we do? Oh, it's a bad miss from Mo Salah. And I'm not even getting a chance here. I'm going to forget to put Shackleton on shooting practice in training, aren't I? Here we go with Bogac. Let's see our high tempo mixed passing here. Here we go with Hernandez. He finds Bogac getting forward. This is nice. Here we go. Can we pull one back here? Bogac. Can he find a cross? He gets back post. It's headed away. Shackleton, get there, mate. Yeah, that's yours. There we go. It's there for Hernandez. Hernandez for the overlapping Ayling. Can Ayling pick out a cross now? Can Ayling pick out a cross? He can't, and it's cleared, and we're going to hit on the break, aren't we? Firmino pours forward. They find Lautaro, and he has a horrible whiff of a shot. All right, Shackleton. Oh, Jesus Christ, I should have paused it there. If you remind me in the comments, guys, to put Shackleton on shooting practice, because I'm 100% going to forget to do it after this game. Ayling. Oh, that's a bit of... Oh, it's deserved more. Get back in defensive position there, Ayling. Thank you, sir. We're not looking too bad going forward. We're just not quite finding that last pass. Defensively, we look an absolute shambles again. We've done well there, though, to block that. Hernandez... Oh, doing? What are we doing, guys? 2 set pieces in that. That is unbelievable. First goal for the club, of course it is. Guys, concentrate. Come on. We don't look horrible. What is it? You don't need... I get you're facing towards your goalkeeper, but if you're going to do that, you've got to friggin' hit the ball. You've got to drill it back to him. You can't just casually... Oh, and the game's gone just like that. Now, like a little bit like the Manchester City game, I really just want to avoid doing damage to the goal difference. And the way things stand right here, our goal difference is going to take quite the hit. There's another ball forward. All right, we've got Bogac onto it this time. Bogac! Oh, Bogac! His first goal in the Premier League. It's a wonderful pass from Pablo Hernandez. That's what he can do when he passes the ball the right way. So pass that way for me, Pablo. That was wonderful. We'll demand a little bit more. Look at this ball, and look at the run from Bogac as well. It's a stunning piece of football, and Bogac, that's what, if we can get Shackleton to do that, then we'll definitely have a mid-table team on our hands here, or midfield anyway. But that was really, really well done from Bogac. We've got ourselves a goal this episode. That's wonderful. Now can we go and get a second or third? This is such a frustrating. The more I think about it, the worse it is. 2 set pieces and essentially an own goal. They haven't broken us down as of yet. Here it comes now as they break us down. I tell you what, Hernandez, he's either brilliant or he's horrible, isn't he, so far today? There's a ball in, and there's the... Why do I say they haven't broken us down from open play? There it is. I can accept that a little bit more. It's still another error from Pablo Hernandez that has cost us. He's had it nicked from him from Mane, and we just never really got back to recover. Could Douglas have done a little bit better there? Possibly he could have. I am wondering, is maybe Barry Douglas not good enough defensively to play these good... He's not bad though. I'm wondering if maybe Bolo Torre is the guy we need to play in these sorts of games. Oof, that would be harsh. 4-1 at the break. And I don't think we've been that bad. It's aggressive. Come on, boys. I don't actually think it was... How do I put this? I don't think the performance as a whole has been that bad, but it's been moments, hasn't it? And the big moments, we've been absolutely horrid. I will make sure that we do more defending of set pieces and corners. If this is the level, isn't it? Liverpool are the best team in the league. We've seen that from the table. They're running away with it, essentially. So, going to their place... I'm not going to say they've only broken us down one time from open play, but we've looked okay defensively from open play. It's set pieces of Barry Douglas. That's a bit of a hospital pass. He's got away with it. Nodded down there for Leao. Now he's gone past his man. Can Leao get himself back on the score sheet? It's not the best. Bogac is there. Oh, the keeper. Bogac had the goal gaping, and he's got to do a little bit better there, I think. Some of these match ratings from our defenders is absolutely horrid, but I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm both disappointed and kind of taking some positives from this at the same time. It's just a really, really strange game. Sutar's done well to win that. Ball to Ayling, to Bogac. Can we get them on the break here? You can see what Hernandez is doing. He's just a little bit off his game today, Hernandez. We've seen him come off once, and he's also cost us 2 goals. And there's another ball in, and that is going to be a penalty, is it? Douglas gives away the penalty. I'm going to try taking Douglas off. I'm just wondering if he's maybe not good enough at this level. We're really struggling defensively, without Hernandez. Is there anything else you want to do? Jared Bowen's not having a great game. Let's try Helder Costa out there. And Shackleton, all right, let's make a triple sub. Let's get Shackleton off for McCalmont as well. Yeah, none of the defenses played well. I honestly thought we were not too bad defensively, but I've been proven wrong, haven't I? We do have the January window coming up. We have a little bit of money to spend. It's not... Casilla, he showed in the Watford penalty shootout. He doesn't know. He's not going to save a penalty for us anytime soon. Come on, boys. Let's show some passion here. Yeah, you've got to dig deep for the shirt now and stopping him an absolute complete walkover here. 5-1 is still pretty bad. Can we get another goal back? It's the Bogac. Oh, Bogac into the... Choking up and getting emotional. Bogac straight into the defender. A little bit unlucky there. Now, Everton playing for Liverpool. That's controversial, surely. We don't want any more than this, though, do we? 5 is bad enough. Let's try and demand more. I think the only player really to come in with any dignity is Bogac. Leao's had a decent game as well, according to his match rating. Leao is a complete forward. Has he worked? It's difficult to say, isn't it? Given that we've been running around. He's had a couple of decent moments. That is... Just clear it, boys. What's happened there? It's a free kick for us. An offside flag has gone up. Yeah. Can we get another? Hernandez won the ball. That is better for Leao. He's done well there. Back for Hernandez. He's either going to assist the goal for us or for them. There's a good ball for Calvin Phillips. For Ayling getting forward. Can he pick out Leao? He's offside, I think. I think I'm liking Leao as in this sort of complete forward role. All right, let's not do 6, boys. Our goal difference has taken enough of a beating today as it is. Can we get a block in? It's away by Torre. Here we go. Can we get one back? Hernandez. He does find Costa. Back for Hernandez. He's the slowest man alive. He's going to have to do his work with his brain there, and he just had a bit of a brain freeze in the end, I think. I'm not sure Hernandez on the right wing is... I mean, do you say it hasn't worked? I mean, he did set up the goal. He also gave them one. I'm at this point in time. Oh, that's harsh. I don't think we've been 6-1 bad, but we've been absolutely mullered at Anfield. Oh, and it's such a shame. After the Manchester City game was a minor success, maybe only losing with the 1, but this has been yeah. Let's not play Liverpool again, please. I mean, we can only say we're not happy with it. Humiliation for Leeds United. It wasn't great, was it? It really wasn't. This is becoming troubling. We need to get back on winning terms. I showed you dynamics at the start of the episode, and I wasn't wrong. Things have really, really taken a hit. Yeah, we need to get ourselves back on track here pretty quickly. We're 3 points above the drop now. Our goal difference suddenly doesn't look quite so good. I don't necessarily think it's time to panic just yet. We've just played first and second in the league. That's not going to determine our season. You can see there, Bournemouth are up in 4th, so the loss to them wasn't the worst thing either. Burnley's still up there, so a lot of our losses haven't been too bad, really. I mean, you look at who it's against. Villa was disappointing. That's a game, even away from home, we maybe should have got something from. Spurs, that win doesn't look quite so good now, does it? Yeah, I think there's a lot of negatives starting to come out of these games here, which is a problem. I think what we'll do is we will come back for... Who do you want to come back for here? Maybe do we come back for the festive fixtures? That's a massive gap. No, that's a bit too big. All right, let's come back for Watford and Wolves. Or do we... No, we'll come back for Wolves and Arsenal. We'll test ourselves against another one of the big teams. So Wolves and Arsenal it'll be tomorrow, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Can we arrest this slump in form that is getting... Defending set pieces, defending corner. Anyway, guys, I'll do this off camera. I'll see you next time. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed that for some reason. Subscribe if you're new. Let's hope we turn things around. Take care.